Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hanks coming at you here. Midday Money, Thursday, the 15th of June. Welcome on into the show. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Be part of the Midday Money family. Why wouldn't you? Twitter, Mr. Sean Hanks. Come give me a follow there. And if you're listening after the fact on podcast form, I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for that. Thank you. Not the same. I mean, I guess it is. I really have to read off the picks more in this show because I'm so used to just having it scrolling and then chatting on Twitter. Those you listen after the fact. I mean, I do timestamp it so you get them right off the bat. So you can listen to a minute and be like, oh, here they are. Wonderful. But I apologize for that. I apologize. Speaking of picks, they're picking. They're up. They're on Twitter right now. Just hit it out. Boom. That's out there in the world for all to see. They're here in the chat. I put them up on YouTube channels. Winner free picks, picks and parlays, and of course the old Sean Higgs channel because why not? A couple 1,500 something subscribers. Maybe somebody watches. Why wouldn't you? Come for the free picks. Stay for some 1986 tops. Whatever. Let's get into it. You get my trusty pen. We hit a little recap yesterday's action. We talked about it on Look Headlines a little bit. And for those tuning in now, Look Headlines, nightly show. That's why I say turn the notification bell on. We kind of tip into the next day's action, and I'll talk about that in a minute, about one game. All right, here we go. Recapping. Yesterday we go 3 and 4 in the video, down $67, but overall 135, 164, down 18.10 in the video. We got work to do. What is there to say? But have no fear. You know, I was going to do, since it's a short little Thursday schedule, I was going to go over some of our futures that I got going on here, and just to rehash last year in the video. 211 and 209 plus 3220 in the video. So obviously we're on pace for a lot more games this year. That being said, we're still up 3,200 last year. I know it is what it is. Baseball last year, 530 and 515 plus 3598. It's early. It's June. So there is that. Today's picks, they are a few. And I want to start with one we talked about last night, and I put it out on the sites. Cleveland was a plus 145, plus 142. It was a 110 this morning. I was going to add it, and I'm like, wait, what? I put it in here as a 140. I'm like, wait a second, it's 110. I took it out. Orioles are still here, minus 120, although that line's come down a tick. I don't know why. Kikuchi, overall, the cast number is fine. On the road, not so good. And, all right, I lost with the Orioles yesterday. I don't mind. I'll come back with them today. Team with the second most wins in baseball. Got a guy at home who's nearly unhittable. I mean, a 188 batting average against you. I'll take a shot with Tyler Wells here, minus 120. We have the Rays under 9 against Oakland. Mr. Numbers not happy with Tampa Bay finally scoring some offense, even though they're the second best offense in Major League Baseball on the road. Sorry, Mr. Numbers. And he also had the Yanks. I mean, disaster. Cole does his thing. Wonderful. Anyway, Mets finally get a win. Cubbies run line. I'm buying on the Cubs right here with Stroman. And again, we'll talk about more Cubs in a minute with Cub futures. Astros, I love the pain. I love it. Give me the under 8 again. Why not go for the hat trick? We're already 0-2 with it. I'm back on it. I don't know. I like the pain, I guess. That's why we're down, because I keep sticking to my gun sometimes. And we're not getting a 3-0. We're getting 0-3s right now. It happens. It happens. So let's check out the comments section. Miz is in the house. Had St. Louis and Houston game under yesterday. Unreal. The Houston game. I mean, I had mentioned it last night on the show. Like, are you kidding me? 4 runs in the ninth inning. Terrible. I mean, St. Louis. What are you gonna do with the Cards? I mean, I'm not a big St. Louis guy, but 2 runs in the ninth, 3. Oh my goodness. You think you're looking good. You think it's looking good. That's gambling, Susan, as Mr. Numbers would say. It's a rough one. Like it with the king, my guy. How are you? I'm all right. Maurice here. Good afternoon. What do you think about the Angels plus 105 today? Otani on the hill. Now, I had the Angels yesterday. Of course, they collapsed with the bullpen. And let's be honest with Evaldi here. The guy is pitching well. And I was looking at again, I was going to go over some futures here. Cy Young Evaldi. I mean, 9-2. He's got 2.49 ERA. We can make fun of Texas for whatever reasons. Oh, they paid DeGrom. These guys are still sitting in first place, hanging on. They're hanging on here over a Houston team that, again, Color's now out for the year. Yordy's out for a bit. Uh, the respect is there, obviously. You see the 125 as them as a fave. Otani on the road has not been as good as his numbers indicate. There was this time where he was really crushing it, but here we go. I mean, he gave up 5 at Houston, 5 at Baltimore, 4 versus St. Louis. I mean, heck, he gave up 5 to the Oakland A's, the dangerous Oakland A's. I don't love the Angels here. I have nothing on it, either side. One of those games just don't want to bet, Maurice. Tyler, what do you think about the total in the Baltimore game? I kind of like the under, believe it or not, here. Kind of like the under. Did I bet it? No. I'm expecting Baltimore to win. Obviously, I want to see some runs. I think they hit the lefty here, and he's been bad on the road. But I won't be shocked at an under in this game. Miss says Baltimore under 9. I tend to agree. Cleveland over the 8.5 with Weathers on the hill. And Logan, I can't believe this line. Tell me what happened here that this line went from a plus 145 last night down to a plus 110. And again, I mentioned San Diego. They're 20 games out of all the games they played. With 60 games, they're 44 and 24, something like that, to the under. I can't go over Texas. No, thank you. I said Texas because that's what it says here. I'm next, but I meant Cleveland and San Diego. Texas under the 8.5. I can say yes to. I could say yes. I mentioned Otani's road numbers, or not just his numbers, but him giving up some runs on the road. But I believe it's an underplay here. 8.5. I think it was a 9 last night too when I first initially looked at it. Didn't play it. Houston under 8. I got the under. I mean, I had 8.5 last night and 8 this morning. I get it. Atlanta over to 9. This is a tricky one. We talked about this kid last night, AJ Smith. Top prospect for them. Strikeout machine down in the minors. 7 innings. I think he's got 8 or 9 Ks, 3 hits. I'm not sure what to expect here because they're all like the Detroit game. It's kind of like, all right, you got to take the Twins today. Detroit just played a doubleheader. Now, we don't want to lay $2 here with a bad offense in Minnesota. Detroit's offense even worse, although they somehow managed a pair of overs yesterday. I'm not looking to play either team really off of a double dip, especially with a rookie pitcher making a second start, third appearance. Who's coming in after him after the 6-5 and 10-7 game? Little leery about that. You want to jump on the over? I mean, I don't hate it because I think Atlanta's obviously they're hitting a little bit. You put up 16 runs yesterday. I get it. Colorado. I had Colorado yesterday, loser. It's just a no player for me. I mean, you got 9. I see a 9.5 out there, so you got a good number, miss. Who? Mac Jones? What do you say, fella? Cubbies, yes. Stros and the Rays. Now, I'm hoping this is kind of like run line action here because the Stros are a 190. The Rays, even on the road, laying a big chunk here. 205 with Taj Bradley or $2, whatever they are. Hoping this is run line, or if it's a parlay, I understand. Throw it in the parlay because they're all big faves. I do like them. I have the Cubbies here in the chat as a run line play, yes. But I can't do the big numbers. Nick, not a good day. I say just split Over 9.5 for Rangers. The Rockies got done at 9. It happens. Listen, take the split, bro. What are you? I mean, you're upset about splitting. Could be worse. Go 1-5 or something. Come on. Or if you're splitting, you could be 1-3. You go 2-2. Kitty says, nice split for us last night. Sox came through. Tough loss with Diamondbacks. Phillies played well. You won with the Sox yesterday. Was that a first fiver on the Sox? Or did you run line it? You know me. I can't. I mean, those I see those big numbers. I got to just automatically kind of stay away from. I'm already staying away from the O's game. I love betting them, but I got a feeling they lose. Goes under. I like the under today. I don't know if they lose. I mean, it's tough. We had them yesterday, right? They won, 5, 6 in a row. It's a pick 'em, low number. I'll grab them there. Can a team lose again after a winning streak? Absolutely. I think we have the pitch against here today. So I'll take a short number and see how it goes. T Money's in the house, my guy. How are you, my friend? Davis, what do we got here? U.S. Open golf today. Dustin Johnson -115. Sounds good to me. Watch the golf while having an Arnold Palmer. I love his half and half. Michael, good morning. Anthony, Pounded Sports. Rangers never in doubt. Rangers money line check. Rangers run line +145. Team total over. Cy Young, Detmer, Stub, and Angels pen continues to be a disaster. I mean, the Detmer. What are we going to do? So you talk about the Detmer. So let's do real fast. I wanted to actually do comments in case people were asking, because then let me go through the comments first. Then we'll start talking like future stuff we have in the chat. Astros, I'm on the under 8.5. I think it's gone up. I still like the under with Gore and Javier. Lane, what do you say? I said Houston under 8.5 this morning. Nice number for you. I got a bad number. I mean, I got an 8.5 last night and an 8. So I have a good one and a bad one. I shouldn't even say it's a bad one, because I think this game should be like a 4-1 kind of game. Pound It says Wells over 4.5K, say -125. Yes. The guy's been dominant at home. I mean, you got a .81 whip at home. Yeah, you're doing something right. Come on, what do you got here? Cubs game over? I'm going to say yes. I know it's low. Did this open at 6.5 or a 7? I mean, it is low. I guess it's the wind. Oh, it's Chicago. I don't know, man. Stroman's going to do his thing. I think he'll pitch well. Will I be shocked at like a 2-0 shutout by him? No, but again, this is me kind of being a little biased towards the Cubbies and their lineup, thinking they should be able to hit this guy. I mean, I see the 7. It's like 7. It's bad teams. Bad teams, I think they play bad. Errors, misplays, pitching's not great. Should get over. Dodgers game over with Cease and Grove. I'd say yes to that, although it's come down. I still like the over. I mean, I thought about taking Cease today, but I couldn't do it. Could not do it. Phillies game over. Really? Who we got? A little Ryan Nelson in there. Nolan Hill today, 9. I don't hate it. I don't hate that total there in Arizona. Go over that one. That'd be out of the 3. That is my favorite. Nick says, I am sure our Orioles and under Astros will hit. Not sure about the others. Well, don't say that. You got to be sure. If you're not sure, then don't bet them. Don't bet them if you're not sure. That's why you just cross them out. Don't even think about the game. Phillies been playing well. Who's this? The Phils? The fighting Phils? Winners of 8-10? They have been playing a little better. Michael, they started out so well with Twins and Giants, when the Yankees went 115 runs in scoring position. The A's turned back into pumpkins. Brios on the road hit one. I know. Mariners took the day off. It did. Twins and Giants, I'm thinking it's going to be a good day today. And I got the Yankees were up like 3-1, and then here the wheels fall off. Terrible. Yeah. T-Money. Been a rough week. Books been butchering me, so I'll keep it simple today. Arizona team total over 4. Arizona run line. -1.5. Look for a big payday there. Over 8.5 combo pays 320. I don't hate it. I mean, I think if you took all these individual today, if you took Arizona team total over 4, Arizona run line, which, I mean, they're a dog here, so you're probably going to be getting, I don't know, 150 at least, you think, and over even money. I mean, you go 3-0 straight up. You could go plus 350 on this. I mean, what is the Arizona minus? I hate going into the thing because it freezes up on me, and then I'm stuck here since I'm by myself. I don't like when that happens. So let's see if I'm going on one site here. Yeah, this one doesn't have any Arizona fave. Otani Ruby plus 150. Think he's going to help his own cause tonight? I mean, 150 is nice, but what do you got to get? If you think Otani's getting Ruby tonight, take a homer prop because Evaldi's been that good. Nathan Evaldi, listen, I like that guy, and like most guys, when they're healthy, sometimes guys look really good. He's looked really good this year. I take a home run prop instead because I don't know if anybody else is going to get on base for him to drive in. He's batting second. I think that's a preferred lineup. He's in a 2-hole today. David says the Cubbies today, 165. I like Cubbies run line. We got it in the chat. It's scrolling across the bottom right now, plus 140. Run line for me, Davis. Poundit says locked in Cleveland, plus 120. Weathers, auto fade, but it's also my free play, which lost 5 in a row. It's come down. It was 145 last night. It was 145. You know, you weren't here last night, and I had opened up some Bowmans because I try to get my set going, and I get a number out of 75 and a auto, 2 clowns. Who is this guy? And I got an auto. Well, let me back it this way. Kyler Fedko. Garbage. Where are the Twin fans at? Send you my Tyler Fedko auto. Terrible. T-Money, I know most sports are dumb. I'm watching a Belgian woman crush Israeli women. Is this soccer? What are you talking about? What sport is this? Are they making chocolate? Is it the Belgian woman making chocolate? Nick, my book show under 8.5 even money Rays game. All right. I still like the under. I like it. Houston today. Javier, you want to lay 187? I can't say to lay to 187 or 185, 7 p.m. Too much for me. Too much for my liking. I like Gore. I prefer the under. I have the under today. T-Money, like the Orioles say, but the value is heavy on Jays. How's it value on the Jays when your pitcher has a 5 road ERA? I know ERA is not the end-all, be-all, right? I mean, we could go, and again, there's plenty of shows, and they're going to, the exit velocity of this, and his hard hit ratio, and, the XFIP is this for this guy when he's on my weighted runs created. I mean, listen, I like my batting average against. I like my whips. I understand when I'm trying to feel better about things like, his ERA is this, but his other thing is this. And Kikuchi's, what's there to say? He's 6-2. He wins games. Toronto has a decent lineup. It's pretty cut and basic there. But Tyler Wells at home has been really good. I mean, and the value at even money, how's that value? I mean, they're what, plus 105? What is this line? I mean, I don't think that's value when the line flipped. Baltimore was 120 yesterday. Now they're plus. Are they plus 110 or are they minus 110? I mean, it's even. I mean, it's mine. I see minus 105 for Toronto and plus 101 for Toronto. So the value is gone if you want Toronto. Should have Toronto last night, get on plus money. I don't think that's a value play at all. That's 100% not a value play. That's the opposite of value. You lost the value. The value play for me would be to bet Baltimore now plus money because I thought they were going to win at minus money. Michael, if I'm crazy, I want to take the White Sox money line. I don't think so. Grover's not been good. And they dropped 7-10. And this is no. The White Sox have hurt us all over the place this year. Right? It's not like we got here come the White Sox. But I can't lay 140 with Grove. I think the guy's like an 80 ERA on the season. I mean, how bad is this guy? Michael Grove. He has an 8.28 ERA in 6 games, 5 starts, 32 hits in 25 innings, 23 earned runs in 25 innings pitched. What are we doing here? That guy's a 140? You got to play the White Sox just on principle. Now, let's hold on. I'm going to pull up his. Arizona got him for 9 and 3 innings. Otherwise, four innings, 3, 5 and 1, 3 and 2, 5 and 4, 4 and 4. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. That 9-inning game, when you see 4, 4, 3, so he's going to go 4 innings, give up 3, 4 runs. I mean, I'll take a shot with the White Sox. I think you have to take a shot with the White Sox. No way, Dodgers. I mean, it's not like you say, "Oh, it's Kershaw. I'll take a shot with the." No, it's Kershaw on the hill. It's not Kershaw on the hill. What do we got here? T-Money. Angels plus 118 seems like a almost must play for me, but Ohtani on the mound's bad smoke. Here's the thing. Everybody's going to, it's Ohtani. He has not pitched that well of late. All right, so I don't know if I'm going to run to bet the Angels, although I had them yesterday because they were playing good. Maurice mentioned the Angels. Yes, he did. I want to take the Rangers on the run line. If all these dealing with Ohtani on the road has not been this great. Exactly. I just said that. Under in Cleveland, yes. My daughter texted me. My daughter's out to breakfast, and she's like, "There's a table full of testosterone behind us. There's a bunch of like young guys." She's 13. It's funny. Monaco, French basketball. Have fun with French basketball. Can you name one guy on the French basketball team? Who's that guy? Frederick Weiss? Was that the Knicks guy? Back in the day. We know Baltimore games end well into the double digits, or 5 runs coming across the plate the entire game. I'm with Johnny and everybody. That's the thing with them, T-Money. Like sometimes, because they could hit and the Jays could hit, so it could be a slugfest, right? You could get that like 11-6 game like we had in game 1, where we cashed both. We had the Orioles and the over. And then you have a game like yesterday where it's 3-1. You think it's Roy Halladay versus Mike Mussina or something. Here comes a pitching duel. Brio's in the house, my guy. Good to see you, fella. Mrs. Darvish was originally slotted. Oh, was it? No, well, was it? Because I saw Weathers last night. We talked about that. But if that's what it was, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Chicago Sky in the WNBA. Who watches WNBA? Not me. Michael, I'm stuck with nothing but baseball for months. Do have a nice size bet on the main event UFC this UFC. Vittori minus 120. I know that's not you. I mean, why don't people like betting baseball? I don't understand. It's the only sport you could be like under 500 to make money. You can bet a lot of games and make money. You just got to not bet 250 faves all the time. Davis, I do like Texas today. I mentioned it. I did not bet it, though. Philly with Nola, I prefer the over in this game against the Diamondbacks. King D's talking to Lane and says they have a great game last night. Markel, one last ride for the A's first 5. Best team in the league. They are the best team in the league. Well, they were the best team in the league coming in yesterday when they had won 7 in a row. Moneyline Markel. Run line, Red Sox. Okay, good to know. I see that 230. I'm like, I've been shocked if you took that. That's why I asked if it was the first 5 or something. No. Mayhem yesterday in Braves runs from both games. Yes. I mean, and here I saw like it was Detroit early, and I'm thinking to myself, look at this. I said take Detroit home team in both games of a doubleheader, and you get one, you'll be lucky, and they end up losing both in horrific fashion. Over those, never in doubt with those overs. Pound it. Stroman under 18.5 outs, 135. Pirates are pesky. I don't know, man. I kind of like Stroman. Let me tell you, him and Steele, I was again, I want to talk about some futures we threw out here at the beginning of the season or before the season started in March. And I'm like, let me see how these Cy Youngs are stacking up in the National League. And those two guys are at the top with like wins and ERA. Like it's really not, Strider has a 4 something ERA. Now, he struck out like 130 guys in 75 innings. His strikeouts to inning ratio is ridiculous. 7-2 looks nice, but his ERA is high. It's weird. Keller's actually should be up there for Cy Young consideration right now. David says Kurt minus 185, all 4 rounds of U.S. Open versus Phil Mickelson. Listen, the only time I like Phil Mickelson's when he's in Entourage. You're out here with Phil Mickelson, and I'm hustling you. Where's Ari Gold? Ari Gold hasn't been here in a bit. T-Money, it's crazy to think the Pirates are the play against Stroman. I think it. I mean, I like Stroman run line tag. I'll take the Cubs. And again, I'm biased on the Cubs. We have a Cub over 77.5 ticket. I kind of need wins. I think the team is better than what they are. And I don't think the Pirates are good. So give me the Cubbies. Tomorrow, good morning, Mr. Tim. I'm shocked that you saw this Buffalo Sabre thing going on here when your Nuggets won. Why don't you switch this around? Seattle plus 17. Here we go, some WNBA for the WNBA people. Pen is out in case somebody asks my thoughts on WNBA. Seattle plus 17.5. Indiana plus 3. Atlanta over 163. WNBA. I bet, just for the NBA, I did, how many games did I do in the NBA this year? 36 and 32 plus 477. I'm definitely not betting a single WNBA game. T-Money, never mind, you're on the Cubbies, but they can't hit a pinata. They can't hit a pinata. Listen, see, I love T-Money. Right, he comes in. No way Denver is going to win. They can't beat the Timberwolves. And then they can't beat the Suns. And the Nuggets can't beat the Lakers. There's no way they're going to beat the Heat. And then he comes in, T-Money, and I got to tease you a little bit here. They can't hit a pinata. They won the game yesterday 10-6. 10 runs. They put up 10 runs yesterday on Pittsburgh, who they're playing today. The game before that, they beat them 11-3. I don't know. 21 runs in 2 games. Is that pretty good? I know what you meant, pinata. I get it. Although you're probably thinking about Michael Pineda. Remember Michael Pineda? That guy was supposed to be good. Davis, Jordan Spieth, U.S. Open. Listen, golf is not a sport. I make fun of WNBA and tennis and golf. Like, this is a joke. I mean, if you're any sport you go out and like day drink while you're playing, it's not real. It's not real. No. You go out there, you put on some funny looking pants and drink what? Michelob Ultras, Zima, and White Claw? Come on. It's a joke. Get out of here. Golf. You don't golf. I want mini golf, Chadwick golf down the shore. Give me a nice chocolate shake while I'm golfing. Wonderful. Women's basketball, some World Classic or something. Women's Classic. Oh my goodness. Locking it with the king. What do we got here? Anyone see the debacle in the 9th inning? Stros and Nats. Talking about bad beat. The Astros run line up 4-1 timeline. Forget about you need 3 outs. I had the under. I thought it was a win. I'm counting my money. Instead I didn't count it. I counted and watched it spin down the toilet. You should be embarrassed to know that. You should be embarrassed to know World Classic basketball. Nathan hit a royal flush on video poker, but it was on minimum bet. Oh my goodness. Put in 40 cash. I mean, my wife pulled this down in Borgata one day. We're an AC, and I'm like, listen, but put money in slot. Put in full. No. She puts in like 50 cents instead of like $1.50, whatever. She's just playing quarter slots. And she ended up winning like 600 instead of like 16,000. I'm like, wonderful. Like, you're playing the slots. Here's your $500 to play the slot. Play full. Play full if you're going to hit. How do I feel about the Phillies and the under? No feeling about the Phillies, and I like the over. I like the over. But to say I didn't play it. I didn't play anything in this game. Not a free pick, not a premium. I lean to the over here. TCU Horned Frogs. Why do we get a little TCU? Listen, if you're talking TCU, you should be talking TCU minus 21 over Colorado. Not baseball. Not baseball. All right. To me, this whole card is tricky today. I look at these days, travel days, your Wednesday, Thursdays. Sometimes you have 3 games, 4 games, 10 games. They should be. They could be a little tricky. Right? You have day games, after night games. You might have backups in. Uh, if it's a bullpen day for somebody, we're going to push somebody back a day. I tend to kind of agree with that. T-Money was 105 a few minutes ago, but I see minus 102. The under would be the only way I could bet it. Which one is that, T-Money? Royals have Urias playing first base today. Urias? They traded him from the Dodgers? He's not a pitcher anymore? Who's that? Louis Urias? Michael, you know what, a little early action. Wells 5Ks, Baltimore win plus $2. I don't hate this. Wells at home has been really good. Orioles have a weak lineup in today. McKenna, McCann, Mateo, Ortiz. Did they? I thought I guess RotoWire had I saw the top ones. I saw Rauschman and Hayes, Santander. Well, here we go. Gunnar Henderson, Urias. I mean, I get it. More reason to like the under. More reason to like the under today. Florida, minus 140 tomorrow. Again, LSU over Florida in college football. The truth. My Tigers are going to get smashed today. I think they're in trouble. Now, I don't want to lay $2 with Sonny Gray because the Twins' offense is not good by any stretch. But next to the Tigers' offense, you think they're pretty good. But Tigers just put up some runs against Atlanta. Doubleheader, though, I agree it's kind of a bad spot for them. Pirates Cubbies under, says Tony. This is a 7. I don't like those 7s. With bad teams, though, Tony. I'm going Cubbies run line. I think Cubbies win. Pound it. Dodgers over 9. Both teams have a good day hitting. I agree to that. Yes. I mean, Grove is good for a 4 spot, and I think Cease is probably good for a 4 spot. The Rockies today. Huh? You're going a little Colorado against the Braves. Braves off the double dip with their rookie. Yeah, he's a rookie, right? 3 starts, 3 games. Colorado. I had him yesterday. Maurice, are you doing college football futures today or MLB? I was just going to rehash some Major League Baseball stuff. No, college football futures are going to be in, not for another 2 weeks. We'll talk about those in July. I just had some stuff put up because one night on Look Headline, somebody was like, hey, what about college football? And I was like, you know what? I'll come back for college football. It was probably Davis because Davis comes in with like some crazy stuff. Atlanta today. It'd have to be a run line minus 125 if I'm betting this kid today. Or how about, you know what? See if this kid's got a strikeout prop. I didn't look at a strikeout prop for this kid, AJ Smith. I'd look at a strikeout prop. The truth, do I ever bet golf? No betting golf. I told you, bro. I'm golfing at the Chadwick Golf. I got a nice shake from the ice cream joint. And that's that. That's my day golfing. And if I go before 6, if it's a nice little breeze out, I get to play twice for the price of one. I don't go on Friday or Saturday night. Way too many people. It turns into amateur hour. I'm not out there fighting over clubs. Nope. No. Give me the Fighting Phillies first 5 money line minus 115. I don't hate it. I just like the over better. Tampa Bay today with Taj Bradley. You want to lay a 2-1 spot, huh? Finally off the schneid, you're going to score some runs. Mr. Numbers will tell you that they can hit on the road. I will say that I didn't bet this game all series. 4-game series, did not bet once. I would have leaned probably Tampa Bay run line every game because they're the better team. That being said, we had Oakland to sweep on Sunday against the Brew Crew. There's no way we were going to go against a team winning 5 in a row coming into the series, and they won a few. I I like the under in this game. The under is scrolling. The under 9. Give me the under instead of laying the number. T-Money absolutely love betting baseball. First sport I ever bet, but I get it if you don't love dogs and plus money. It's tough. Exactly. We're seeing these big faves now. What is it going to be after the trade deadline when these teams totally throw up the white flag? Gets difficult. Gets real difficult. Michael, Dodgers bullpen is trash. They're going to have issues if they don't do something. I think someone else might take the Padres 13, Giants 16, Diamondbacks. Well, listen, take your Giants out of the mix here. Padres could be worth a shot at 13. Arizona is a 4-1 shot. I saw at BetMGM. Arizona needs another pitcher. I can't even pull the trigger on Arizona. We need a pitcher. It's a two. You're not going to win. It's way too long to win with just two pitchers pitching well. And I'm like, the Dodgers were, I think, at -3, 350. I'm not going to lay 350. I still think they have enough. They'll do whatever they can to get more people in there. Davis, Dodgers 149. No. Over 1, White Sox 2. I mean, no. Tigers first 5 plus 175 here. Nathan, you like Detroit against Sonny Gray? I mean, Sonny Gray's been great. Just like Ober and Joe Ryan, they pitch really well. Problem is, Twins can't score. Is the Giant hitting? If the Giant hitting carries over, I should say, from yesterday's, they put up 13, 14 runs. I think it's worth a shot, 175. Michael A., check it in. Philly Diamondbacks over. Yes. I do like Baltimore today. David, I also like the under. I did bet Baltimore last night. I'm done with the NBA. Joker lost his MVP award. NBA died a few years ago. Shake my head and forget the Pirates late can't pitch. Listen, the NBA. NBA's terrible. I've told you this all season long about the NBA. Finish up the NBA with a winning record, though. I'll take it. A winning season. I should say winning record. Winning season. Although it was a winning record. A winning year. Brutal. It is a brutal one. I mean, 4-1, top 9, and I lose an under? Come on. Michael says, White Sox Dodgers over 9. Yes. Take the over in that game. Cease and Grove, yes. Pound, I hate to say it, the Cubs have been hot 4 of the last 6, 4.5 out. That division's wide open. And I do have the Cubbies over 77.5, right? We're looking at that. But a Reds 8-1 on BetMGM, definitely worth a shot here for a 50 spot. I'll tell you about that as soon as I get through these last ones here. T-Money, we're talking about the line changing in Orioles Jays. Oh, all right. Oh, the line change. I get it. Mike F. We got Mike F, Mike B, Mike A. Thoughts on Orioles money line? I do like the Orioles. I bet the Orioles last night at -120. That's the line in the chat here, -120. Although I do see it would say like a 110, 115 now. Aaron's in the house. How's it going? It's going. Another day in paradise. Trying to get some MLB gems on a dime, some winners. Whamexful. Orioles money line? Yes. I bet it. It is in the chat. It is scrolling. There it is. Orioles first game up, -120. Tampa Bay Rays under the 9. Cubby run line +140. The Stros again. Like a sick, demented SLB. We're on the under for the third time in a row in this series. Any opinion on the D-backs Phillies? Over D-backs Phillies is my thought on that game. Lee Carlson -140. What is this? Third pick in NHL. I can't tell you the NHL draft. Big Waves, our favorite Alabama surfer, tearing up the Gulf Coast. They have waves there? I don't understand how they have big waves there. Big waves. Cubbies run line, yes. Texas money line, I don't hate with Evaldi. Braves run line, only way to go, 125 with the rookie. I want to find a strikeout prop. Somebody pull that up for me, because as soon as I go to a live betting site, we're going to get the freeze. Nathan, feels like Tampa Bay momentum. It's one game. Tampa Bay momentum. That's one game they have momentum. Gio, good luck, brother. Cash today. I'm trying, Gio. I'm trying. My guy Wes in the house. Call me crazy, but I like the Guardians. I agree. We talked about this last night, Wes. They were 145. The line come down. Apparently, Darvish was first listed. I saw Weathers out of the gate yesterday, I thought. But yes. Mike Ferreira, if I may ask, why are you on the Orioles today? Is it due to Kikuchi struggles? Jay's lineup is scary. Jays have a great lineup. And speaking of Jays, I have a Jays to win the AL future because I thought the lineup would take a step forward and the pitching with Bassett and Gausman and Alec Manoah, Cy Young tickets, is hot garbage. Kikuchi on the road though, not as good. Not as good overall in the season. They have a nice season. I can't. Guys 6-2 with 12, 13 starts and a 4 ERAs. You're in the game. You're winning. I get it. But Wells at home has been really good. Short number, and again, I harken this back to also Mike, them and Diamondbacks. You have the Orioles, Diamondbacks, two teams. They just get zero kind of respect, and they have the second and third most wins in baseball. I'll take a shot on them at a short fave. What are we doing here? They go on the road. They have the second most wins on the road. We're an underdog every game. We're at home versus a guy who's not pitched well. He's pitched better. Yeah, this is anti-Kikuchi. I'll take Wells at home, who's been really good, and the Orioles win games. And listen, the lineup is a little soft today. Someone went through the lineup. They got some guys out. Hey, you know what? Let's under it up as well. What's it going to be, a 4-1 kind of game? I think we'll be in it either way. All right, so real fast. So coming into, where are my banners? We have a bunch of stuff going on. So I figured we talk about it in only a few games. So I had a Manoah Cy Young ticket. It's trash. Rodon, trash. Framber. This one, he's 6-5. He's got a low ERA. We've seen guys not have the most wins and kind of be in contention for this award. But you got a guy like Shane McClanahan, who's 10-1, who could easily win 20-plus games this year with a 2.5 or less ERA. He's got 2.18, 2.20 ERA right now. Let's be honest. This is a cool 4-pack of losers here. Yeah, it's a dime out of my pocket. Good night. Terrible. NL Strider. This one doesn't look terrible. He's 7-2. The ERA is a little high, but if he's going to be on a team that's going to win about 100 games, if he gets his ERA down into the mid threes, low threes, I think he should bounce back a little. He's going to strike out 250 guys. Strider's alive. Friday's done. Urias is done. Snell, all done. All done. So let's hope the Strider one wins, and he'll basically wipe out all these other losers here in my Cy Young awards. You're the MVP. I don't know. On the injured list right now. Not whatever. Trout, possible. It's Trout. Pena, throw it away. Soto, garbage. Trey Turner, garbage. Michael Harris, absolute garbage. Alonso on the injured list. We could maybe question mark this because he still come in, get hot, and hit 50 homers. Cody Bellinger. Yeah. Most wins. Framber, again, he's got 6. Shane's got 10. We're in trouble. Again, all these others, loser. Strider's got 7. He could win that. Snell's out of it. Robbie Ray's gone. Castillo. Adios, amigos. Most homers. Yordi. No. Alonso, I think it still make noise with this. Judge is only 4-4. We said no to that. So Alonso and Yordi were plus -1 for 150 each. I don't know. Rookie of the years, Hunter Brown. There's other cats out there having nice little seasons, and I did buy into other plays. These are just from the start of the year, by the way, folks. So we did buy into the Ruiz, the speedster from Oakland. We bought into there. Hunter Brown. I think he's 6-3. I think we have a shot at this. This is alive. I should say shot's alive. Peraza, he's tearing up. He'll be AAA, AA MVP in the minors, player of the year. Yanks won't pull him up because we'd rather have a guy hit like 188 instead of bringing up a guy who's tearing up hitting. Peapot, garbage. Frelick, we're not going to play him. Garbage. All losers. Strohs to win. These are for the pennant to win the AL. Stros are alive. I think Jays are alive. Mariners, Guardians, I don't think are alive. Braves alive. Padres sort of alive. Phillies sort of. Diamondbacks looking good. We're alive there. And I think the last one is like to win a World Series. Stros, Braves, Padres, Phillies, Jays, Mariners, Guardians. Again, this was all based on if Cleveland was going to pay guys, go out there and try to win. I don't know. I think they're trading Bieber now, so this I think is garbage. But we're alive with some of these player ones, not so much. Other props, not too bad. What is Jackson State? What is this? Orioles, 0 respect. They don't get any respect. Orioles against lefties, 25-3 against lefties. That's a pretty good stat there. Calgary Stampeders. Jacksonville State. What are we talking about here? What do I think about the Angels today? I got no real opinion on that game, Aaron. I like Evaldi. Just no thank you. No thank you. White Sox Dodgers went down to 8.5 on FanDuel. Really? Interesting to go down with those two pitchers. Michael A., I went over 9 Diamondbacks Phillies. Yes, over White Sox Dodgers. I agree. I agree with those two. I mean, somebody just said the Dodger line went down. I don't get it. A couple overs that I had preseason here. Tampa Bay over 88.5, Cleveland 87.5, Cubbies 77.5, Arizona 75.5, and of course I went big on the Cubs, 1,500 Cubby over, a dime on the Arizona over. Under Houston 96.5, Boston 77.5, Dodgers 96.5, St. Louis 89.5. That doesn't look terrible. Yankees under 94.5, Mets under 94.5. So we'll see how those two do. The Cy Youngs you ran through. Who's this? What do we got here? The Detmer, Strider, Frieders. All right, Cy Youngs, MVPs. Most wins, Framber, Snell. Homers, Yordi, and Alonso. 150 a pop. Rookie of the Years we talked about. AL Championship, Houston, Toronto, yes. World Series, other World Series ones he did. All right. So I just wanted to, just slow day with a couple, a 10-pack. All right. Look ahead lines. Notification while on for look ahead lines. You don't want to miss look ahead lines. We'll be back tonight. Good luck, everybody. We're about, 10 minutes away from this Baltimore game? Everybody have fun. Oh, hold on. Davis coming to Minnesota, Nebraska. Are we talking college football? Because here we go. I said to take Minnesota minus 7.5. The line has moved. I said take Navy 21, Minnesota 7.5, Georgia Tech plus 8, TCU 21, Penn State 17.5, and Duke plus 12. Again, these are my initials. This was like a couple weeks ago. Someone bought them up. These are the ones that jumped at me. Have not bet these yet. I haven't bet them. They're there for those who want to know who I have a lean to early in college football action. That's a wrap for today, though. All right. Have a good one, everybody.